Ryan on. Let's talk some Eagles. Let's talk some NFC East type of joint. Ryan, how are we doing today, man? What's going on?
Wait, why is my camera the wrong way? Front
Oh,
camera. There
you're
we
all
go. All
you're all
right, hey
good.
guys, what's going on?
What's
Up,
going on,
Ryan?
Ryan?
What's going
Hey,
on,
that's a
guys?
nice flag. I love the retro Kelly
Oh yeah,
green
of
Eagles
course,
look.
dude. I need that Eagles flag. Yeah, dude. I'm thinking the struggles recently with Philadelphia have nothing to do, with Jalen Hurts. It
Oh,
had, yeah, it's
okay.
I mean, you got Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator, is 100% the issue we have going on. I mean, as I think everyone around the league would understand and agree with, is the Eagles have a top offensive line in the NFL,
Always.
and they against the Giants and against the Broncos, they suffered heavily. It's because their offense is so predictable, and
Hmm.
their predictability is getting those pass rushers to be able to get to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is trying to, extend the plays. I mean, he just had his first interception against the Giants in over 300 attempts. And, he'll get a bulk of the blame for all the losses. I mean, you have Josh Allen. He blew the last two games with the, costly turnovers at the end of the game. But I don't know. I mean, it's just a lot of it is, Kevin Patullo and that offense being so predictable.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me when I'm watching. I'm a big Badgers fan, and we've been going through it as a Wisconsin Badgers fan lately. We got a couple coaches out here who call like a fifth grade offense. It looks like our last coach, Paul Chris, his offense looked like a fifth grade offense. I remember it
Yeah,
vividly from my fifth grade offense. And
yeah,
this just feels like the Eagles have like lost their identity on offense, right? Like
yeah,
Saquon's not producing. Jalen Hurts isn't even producing on the ground. Obviously, the
yeah.
whole AJ Brown thing, that's like I think like the honeymoon phase, the honeymoon years with AJ Brown are clearly over. Now they're just like running towards divorce papers. Like draw up the divorce papers. It seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's coming quick at this point. Devontae Smith. I mean, they're in bottom half in offense in terms of pass production, running
Hmm.
production. Like what? There's so much talent on this offense. Like you said, good old line too. There's no reason for this.
I 100% agree. It makes no sense. I mean, we saw it at the end of the year in 22 when we went to the in 23, sorry. We saw it at the end of the year when we lost to the Bucks, and then we're kind of having the same meltdown, but we're having it early this year, and it's
Mm-hmm.
brutal to watch. It's just so predictable. You don't have a 2,000-yard rusher overnight turn into a guy who can pick up 60 yards on the ground on 17, 18 carries. It doesn't happen overnight unless the offense is predictable.
Yeah.
And that it just, I mean, I'm sitting here as a fan, and I watch and you see like these plays, I can know what's coming. Like, oh, it's going to be a run this way. I mean, it's a rough thing to watch. I mean, I know some offensive linemen have been in and out, but it's just the
Yeah.
predictability of this offense with all those guys that you just mentioned.
Yeah. Well, how about we give you this? Well, to kind of kick off the conversation here, then we can get into the
Yeah.
rest of the stuff. We'll let you run your minute monologue. You already kind of talked to us about Jalen Hurts. Let's let you get deep into that because I know me and Iman both got feelings on Jalen Hurts as a
Oh yeah.
quarterback. And look, hey, I'm gonna come at this angle. I feel like I say this once an episode, not for no reason, but I've loved the Eagles for
Yeah.
a long time. They've always been my number 2 team behind the Packers. So just keep that in mind when I respond about Jalen
Oh
Hurts,
yeah,
please.
yeah.
All right, but
Hey
we'll give
man,
you
dude.
60 seconds. Run it up on what you got to say about Jalen Hurts, and let's start this whole shindig with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. All right.
And we're gonna
I
cut
got
you off in 60 seconds too. You better be good on it too. I'm telling you
All
now.
right, yeah, yeah. Dude, Jalen Hurts, all he's done since he's entered the NFL is win. He's been to two Super Bowls. He has won one Super Bowl. He is the third quarterback in NFL history to win a Super Bowl after losing his first one. He's the only quarterback under 30 years old right now in the NFL who won a Super Bowl. He's the only one under 30. You got Burrow, Allen, all those guys don't have one. Like I said earlier, he has 300 something passes without an interception until last week. He is just not the issue. I would take him top five. I could push for six if you want to throw Herbert in there. We all know top four. That's a lock, and it's been a lock for the past two seasons. He's it's just, it's all been offensive coordinator. Every single season he's been in the NFL, he has had a different offensive coordinator, and that's a hard thing to do. No one has
Mhm.
to do that. Brady doesn't have to do that. Mahomes doesn't have to do that. Hurts has had the new offensive coordinator every single year, and he stepped up and he's made the plays he's had to do.
There you go. 65 seconds. Good stuff.
All right.
We'll let that go. That was good stuff. Well,
Hey, Ryan. Hold on,
I'll
Ryan.
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Iman. Let me hear it, Iman.
Hold on,
Yeah, let's
Ryan.
hear it. Let's hear it, dude.
Do you have a cup or anything? Did you roll up before you got up here? Because I thought I heard you say top 5. And listen, Eagle Shirley came up here and top
Oh, Eagle
5.
Shirley. You know who Eagle
All right.
Shirley is? You ever heard of her?
Yes, I listen to WIP every day.
Oh, yeah. We
I
had Eagle
absolutely
Shirley
know
on.
Eagle
She was
Shirley.
fighting the same thing.
Top
same match.
5.
Top 5. All right. Look it. Your top 4. I already know it. Everyone knows it.
Who is it?
Any
Who is it?
order:
Who is it?
Lamar, Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow. Who are you putting up?
Burrow. Whoa. I don't think
So-
Burrow's
so-
the top
so-
4
so listen,
quarterback.
so
He
listen.
didn't play much.
So listen, forget top 5. Let's just go
Yeah.
on the NFC East.
Yeah.
He might be right now the worst quarterback in NFC. Dak is playing better than him. Has always played better than him, Ryan. Let's be clear. Now, granted,
He's won a lot of games too, right? A lot of playoff games.
Yes,
None of those.
but
Nope.
salute, y'all have had Ryan. Y'all have had a lot of good teams. Remember
Yeah.
now, y'all have had a lot of good teams.
Mhm.
Number 1 offensive line, Pro Bowl receivers, great defenses. So we can't just say wins and losses is all on quarterback. I keep hearing this about Jalen Hurts. He's a winner. He's a winner, and he also is fucking terrible throwing outs. I'm just being honest. He has a good deep ball, and that's it. He shows no different level throws.
So how come Dak didn't win? You know, like when he had a great offensive line, he had a great Zeke Elliott. He had, rookie Pickens. But like, why isn't he winning? Why
he
you
had
go
a
down the
shitty
list,
defense.
and then we have the genre of when you have Stephon Diggs, he was a diva when he wasn't getting the ball. Now AJ Brown's not getting the ball, and it's Hurts' issue. You have these agendas that we're pushing, and I just think we just hate on Hurts because we want to hate on Hurts. And like we just don't like Allen's better than Hurts. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. I just think Hurts gets a lot of hate because his team is loaded. But all he does with this loaded team is also win.
He does. And listen, I like Jalen Hurts, but he's not better than Jaden Daniels, and he's not playing better than that right now. So to be the top 5 in the NFL, I got sweet tea in my cup, but clearly you might have had Henny in yours. There's no way.
Henny, tequila, we're throwing everything in my cup.
Here's what I gotta say. Here's what I gotta say. And with Hurts, I kind of feel the same way about him as I do about Brock Purdy sometimes. Hurts is definitely talented, and I agree. I don't think right now is the biggest Hurts problem because is Saquon Barkley's not producing in that offense. Y'all got bigger issues than Jalen Hurts going on right now.
Yeah.
And so I think it does come down to the OC, of course, and I agree on the point. You see any quarterback in history go through numerous coordinators in their first couple years. No matter the talent, it doesn't go well. Look at how many great college talent at quarterback the Browns wasted because they had a new OC every single year. The list just goes on. Brady Quinn was one of the best college football quarterbacks ever. Looked like he was going to be amazing pocket passer in the NFL, dead upon arrival with Cleveland. But so that's kind of my thing. But back to like Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy. Do you put Jalen Hurts or Brock Purdy on a team that's lacking stars and be like, that's going to be the guy who's going to elevate this offense regardless of the star power? And that's where I was like, that's why I was like slow to ever buy into Purdy because like he looks like the worst player on an amazing offense, and you see it's a whole thing. And now I'm finally feeling justified. And Jalen Hurts too. Like you put Jalen Hurts on the Browns, is that offense instantly become world beater, really good offense? Like if you put Josh Allen on the Browns, you're being like, well, that's something. If you put Jalen Hurts on the Browns, you're not feeling that same like. So also I got to slide this in there to be putting Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts above Jordan Love at this point. That's a whole nother thing that I'm just not going to let go by the wayside right now.
He's not better than Baker Mayfield right now. He's not.
Baker's balling. Drake May's balling.
I'll talk about Jordan Love when Jordan Love beats the Eagles. I know you don't like the win stat, but you know what? I'll talk about that one when Jordan Love beats the Eagles.
That Brazil game didn't count. The field was shit, all right? Didn't count. I don't know what you're talking about. Never happened. I mean, look, Jalen Hurts is a good football player. He's not – what we were talking about with Shirley. Dak's probably the better just true passer. I think it's hard to debate that. But I think with Jalen Hurts, though, like you said about the winning, I feel like you can just be so much more dynamic on offense with him as a quarterback than like Dak, where you can feel like Dak's probably going to be a better passer, but you can do so much more with Jalen Hurts. So again, he's not getting rush yards right now. Saquon's not getting rush yards right now. That passing game is as inept as I've ever seen it. So I would agree. I don't think this season's a Jalen Hurts problem. I think it's your OC. I think that dude needs, not to be employed by the Eagles much longer if they want to get this thing right, is what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, my big thing is, you can have a game manager who is still a top 5 quarterback, and Hurts' his ability to make plays. Look at. You'd have a guy whose ability to make plays that elevates his game with running the ball and everything else. I mean, Tom Brady through his first 5 seasons had 3,900. I'm not comparing him to Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the GOAT. Mm-hmm. He had 13,900 yards in his first 5 seasons. Jalen Hurts has 14,900 yards passing in his first 5 seasons. All I'm saying is some people, they develop how they develop. The seasons come. Hurts plays his role perfectly. He doesn't turn the ball over. He tries to give his weapons the ball as much as he can, and he doesn't turn the ball over. That's the biggest aspect of his game right now, and that's why he won the Super Bowl, and that's what makes him, in my opinion, a top 5 quarterback. So okay. I mean, well,
what's the general consensus around the Eagles fan base right now? Maybe beyond just Hurts, what's the general consensus from the fan base? What's the pulse of the fan base on the Eagles right now? In general,
we're dying inside. We're hating everything. I mean, you had the Phillies baseball team. They lost in the playoffs a game they shouldn't have lost. Flyers, and then we lose to the Giants the same day. It's brutal in Philly right now. I mean, I'm surprised we're not greasing up the poles and lighting things on fire.
That'd be on brand. Yeah, that'd be on brand.
It would be on brand, but no, we're all not happy. I mean, we're all not comfortable. It's all, a lot of hate is Kevin Patullo. A lot of hate's going to Nick Sirianni, saying he's losing control of the locker room.
Didn't this just happen last year and then they turned it around, right? I feel like we've seen this movie before.
Last year, this week, he shaved his head. And that was the redemption arc. The Eagles, everyone's got to calm down though, because the Eagles always start off slow. I mean, we lost to 2 teams we shouldn't have lost to early in the year. We started off with 2 losses, then we went on a run of 13 straight. I mean, it's just, and we lost to Washington at the end of the year, so it was less than that. But we Philly fans, we always overreact, and we're the worst fan base to be around. But we're not happy with anything right now. So I mean, the defense is honestly a huge issue too, that just no one's even talking about. The cornerbacks, especially with Quinyon Mitchell, who's a dog, he's out for this week, maybe even next week, and then we really have no cornerbacks. People in Philly are talking about bringing CJ Gardner-Johnson back. We're not allowed to bring him back because he
just got cut again.
Yeah, we're not even allowed to bring him back, and all Philly is trying to bring him back.
Wait,
even though
why not? I'm not familiar with this one.
So when you trade a player and he gets cut, he has to play 3 games before he can re-sign with an NFL team. So he's only played 2, so he's not technically allowed to re-sign with Philly. We could actually use his help, and I did not think that going into the season.
No way, Brian. He's another guy that's just been overhyped all of it. He's just not good. He's physical, but
awful.
He's a locker room issue. And I heard what he was doing in y'all locker room just with Big Play Slay. They didn't get along, and I'm like, don't bring him back. Y'all will be better, be good. And I mean, my only thing, I'm with you. Y'all start a little slow every year, but now I do ask you this: if let's just say y'all don't make playoffs, are people calling for Sirianni's job? Are they?
I think if we don't make playoffs this year, Nick Sirianni is fired.
Oh wow!
Eagles do not hesitate. Howie Roseman doesn't hesitate as the head of football operations. I mean, he's win now mode every single year. And
would you want him fired though? Would you want him fired?
So I'm a huge Nick Sirianni fan. I talk to my friends. All my friends want Nick Sirianni fired. Me personally, I'm a Nick Sirianni fan. He's a different kind of coach. I mean, obviously he doesn't call the offense. He doesn't call the defense.
Very Dan Campbell of him.
He's a weird dude, but he's a weird dude in a good way. I think he brings competitiveness to the locker room in a good way, and I personally, even though the Eagles are losing, I haven't seen the Eagles in my life like as together as a unit, even when we're losing. Just the way they collaborate, talk. I mean, we're having, they have victory Mondays and they all go out and they have like a little like party, the Eagles, after they win on Sundays. They have victory Mondays after practice.
Hmm.
The team doesn't even want to do that anymore after their last victory because
Oh,
they know they're not good enough, and they all just have meetings and they watch down film. Like that's different for the Eagles, and I think that's the culture that Nick Sirianni built, and I think he's a really good culture builder.
well, yeah. I mean, it sounds like the Packers with the Eagles right now. There's things that got to get ironed out, and it's not been the prettiest, but they're winning football games. And so
Mhm.
by the time the season progresses and you kind of work out the kinks and kind of some of these challenges, like you said, same thing with the Eagles last year. And it was like, you're already at least getting right with a winning record, essentially. And so you're not getting right
Mhm.
and, having to play up, go win 3 games just to get back to 500, something like that. So
Yeah.
at least that's got going for them. I mean, what about in the state of with the state of the NFC East? I know Iman's over here saying Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback. I saw that. That's a whole nother debate too. But
Yeah.
kind of the state of the Eagles fan base, but more so how are we feeling about the state of the NFC East this year? Because like you said, y'all lost to the Giants. The Commanders on a joke, and obviously Dallas is doing good things. CeeDee Lamb's back, Dak's cooking. How are we feeling about that division?
Dude, it's a definitely a weird one this year. It's really hard to read. I mean, I always want to take the Eagles as the favorite, but since the year 2000, no team has repeated winning the East. So I'm
Oh, no
expecting
shit.
someone different. Yeah, it's a crazy stat, and it keeps going. And so I don't know who's gonna pull it out. And some reason I don't feel like it's gonna be Philly. I would love for Philly to do it, be the first team to back-to-back division winners. But
Hmm.
I think Dallas could be the worst team in the division this year.
Really?
Wha- uh,
Finish the worst
it,
team?
Dude, it's a tough one. I don't know. The Giants are looking. They get hot. They're hot and cold. I mean, their defense is good.
Stepping
If they
up.
could just, if Dart could just manage the ball, give it to Scatabo at the right times, just have him pound the rock. I mean, I think they'll win some games they're not supposed to. I mean, they dominated the Eagles, but they'll win some games they're not supposed to for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
with you though. I think Dallas is the worst. That defense is the worst,
Yeah.
and I just don't think good offense can overcome that bad defense. Right? I mean, just have to score 40 points every game is
Yeah.
impossible. So I'm with
And
you.
and the Dallas offense looks amazing right now too. It's just a
yeah.
shame their defense is so bad.
This is again, it's just Packer-esque. You can score 40 all you want. It doesn't
Yeah.
translate into results when you got a shit defense. It comes Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
Speaking of Super Bowls, last thing that I got for you, and then if you
Yeah.
mind, you got anything else? What to you is putting this Eagles team over the top? What type of move they're gonna need to make to make you feel again all right, I'm feeling much better about the Eagles' chances. That was a big move. Do they even need to do that? Is there a guy that's they're not playing enough? What's the move that's gonna get them in a better spot?
I mean, right now, I've been thinking this for a while. I think even though Cooper DeJean has looked awesome in the nickel
Mm,
role, I think it'd be a huge move where they're situated at cornerback right now. If he can move to the outside, I think that would shore up a lot of things for us because you can have Keely Ringo, someone who's not built for the outside, play a slot cornerback position and kind of solidify everything. I'm not sure 100% if he could do that. I'm not in the practices or anything, but I think if he moves to the outside, you could solidify a lot with our defense because we're struggling, or we're going to trade for a corner. I mean, Howie's, he's
mm,
he's always calling people, he's always
yeah,
looking. You never know who he's looking at. I mean, the Tank Bisbee thing surprised me. He's a terrible
it did.
returner. I don't know why we did that,
And
but
you already had AJ Dillon. It didn't make sense to
yeah,
add
yeah,
two of the same guy.
yeah. So,
Well, I mean, I was surprised you didn't say pass rush. To be honest, I didn't.
I mean, dude,
No one's
it
hurt.
yeah, we definitely need pass rush. I just don't see anything out there. Trading for a
Hendrickson,
pass
Trey
rusher is
Hendrickson.
hard.
They
He
just
just
did.
got hurt. He didn't play tonight though, so he's
Oh
hurt. Yeah, he didn't,
no! I was gonna
he
say
didn't
the
play
Bengals
tonight.
the Bengals just put out what their price is. They want a young player for him. It's give him Jalen Hunt or something like that. But
Yeah.
he'd be a rental. But
I
I mean,
mean
the
that.
Eagles' window's open right now. You can afford to go get a rental for a season or two.
Yeah,
If it's an all pro rental.
especially we have 25 million in cap space right now, so we definitely have room
Hmm.
for him. So probably I don't know exactly what his cap hit this year, but yeah, we have space for him. I defensive line for sure would sure things up. The only thing solidified we have on our defensive unit is our linebackers right now. Our linebackers are nice. And Makuba is looking like a superstar in the secondary. So
Oh, I've always liked Makuba. Getting back
I
to
love
college,
him.
he's a nice ball player. All right, that's all I got. Iman, you got anything else you want to shoot past?
Do you stay in Philly, Ryan?
I grew up there. I'm down in North Carolina now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just throw this last thing outside of sports. Your favorite Philly rapper of all time? Who's your favorite Philly rapper of all
Dude,
time?
I wish I listened to rap, but I don't listen to rap.
But favorite Philly artist? Because it's a bunch come from there now. I can start naming them off.
Dude, I don't listen to anything. Dude, you got me bad on music.
You don't
man.
listen
I'm
to
not a music
music?
guy. I'm not a big music guy, man. Never have been, never will be.
I have never heard someone who's like, I just don't listen to music.
When I go to the gym or something, I'm locked in. I got 94 WIP Eagles radio in my ear. That's what I got. I'm feeling a little different, but
I love that. That's hey, if it's not music, it better be like sports talks.
And next time, if somebody just asks you, just say Black Thought. All right, Black Thought is my favorite Philly rapper.
I got you. Next time I'm
asked. Yeah, Black Thought, Toy Jihad, and you good.
I got you.
Not allowed to say Will Smith. I'm sure people, somebody out there. All right, Ryan. Well, we appreciate you coming on, chopping up some Eagles. Great stuff, man. Yeah. I think maybe we find a way to get Jordan Love above Jalen Hurts on your quarterback rankings, but I appreciate that you just want to see him beat him first.
We'll talk again when he beats him first, then we'll come back to that conversation. But we'll wait for that one. All right.
All right, I appreciate it. Well, thanks for jumping on, Ryan. Y'all have a good one now.
Yeah. Peace, guys.
All right. See you.